beautiful day. I thought today I'd read you a book all about pirates. The pirate One-Eyed Jake, who's a very, very greedy pirate, but not greedy for food. Let's find out, shall we? One-Eyed Jake by Hutchins. Once there was a pirate called One-Eyed Jake. He had a horrible face, a terrible voice, and an awful temper. That's not very nice, does he? Nobody liked him. The cook was terrified of him, the boatswain was frightened of him, and Jim, the cabin boy, was scared of him. Look at him, ordering everyone around. What a meanie. One-Eyed Jake robbed every ship in sight. He robbed the enormous passenger ships of their treasures and dropped them into the hold. The hold is at the bottom of the ship where you put all your cargo. He robbed the huge cargo boats of their cargo and tossed that into the hold. Putting everything into the hold, doesn't he? He even robbed the little fishing boats of their catch and shoved that into the hold too. And if anyone dare complain, he threw them overboard. My goodness. One day the cook said, "I'm tired of stealing for One-Eyed Jake. I'd love to cook nice dinners on an enormous passenger ship." And the boatswain said, "I'm tired of stealing too. I'd like to steer a big cargo ship." And Jim, the cabin boy, said, "I don't like stealing either. I'd like to work on a little fishing boat and I'd take the cat with me." They all do look very sad, don't they? I think they're nice. I don't think they're mean like Captain One-Eyed Jake. But they didn't dare complain to One-Eyed Jake in case he threw them overboard. So they kept robbing and plundering until the ship's hold was so full that they had to pile the loot on the deck. But still, One-Eyed Jake wanted more. Like I said, he's very, very greedy for treasure. He spotted an enormous passenger ship and robbed the passengers of all their jewellery. But the hold was so full and the loot so heavy that the boat started glug, 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 sinking. "Ha ha!" said the passengers. "Your ship will sink with the weight of the jewels." Right, Jane. "Ha ha, yourself," said One-Eyed Jake. And knowing that the cook was heavier than the jewels, he tossed him onto the passenger ship and sailed away. So he's lost his cook onto a passenger ship. I think that's what the cook wanted. Then he spied a big cargo boat and robbed the crew of their cargo of peacock feathers. But the hold was so full and the loot so heavy that the boat started glug, 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 sinking. "Ho, ho," said the crew. "Your ship will sink with the weight of the feathers." Look how low it is in the water. So low. It's going to start letting water on soon. "Ho, ho, yourself," said One-Eyed Jake. And knowing that the boatswain was heavier than the feathers, he threw him onto the cargo boat and sailed away. There he is. He's thrown onto the boat, just like he wanted. Then he saw a little fishing boat and robbed the fishermen of their catch. But the hold was so full and the loot so heavy that the boat started glug, 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 sinking. Oh no, look. Oh my goodness. Do you remember where Jim, the cabin boy, wanted to be? On the fishing boat. "Hee hee," said the fisherman. "Your ship will sink with the weight of the fish." He yourself, said One-Eyed Jake. And knowing that Jim the cabin boy was heavier than the fish, he threw him onto the fishing boat. Look, there he is. Onto the fishing boat. But Jim, who was a clever lad, shouted, "Here's the key to the captain, One-Eyed Jake." And One-Eyed Jake, who was not so clever, got it in his hand. But the hold was so full and the loot so heavy that before anyone could say, "Ha ha, ho ho, he, your ship will sink with the weight of the key." It had. Oh, look, all you can see is the pirate flag at the top. The cook was very happy cooking nice dinners on the enormous passenger ship. The boatswain was very happy steering the huge cargo boat. And Jim, the cabin boy, was very happy working on the little fishing boat with the cat. And One-Eyed Jake was never seen again. I thought for our phonics this week we'd play a game of Full Circle. We haven't played one for a while, and of course today's sound has to be the R sound, the pirate's R sound. So can we start with Can you do that? Fabulous. The next word, can you write harm? Harm. Being very kind to you, I'm showing you at the moment. Okay, this next one, I'm going to just show you the sound buttons. I wonder if you can write it. Then I'll write it. Can we turn harm into charm? Charm. We do that. I'll give you a clue. Wow, can we turn charm into charmer? Charmer, somebody who's very, very good at giving compliments and is very, very charming, like Prince Charming, is a charmer. So so it's going to be just like charm with an R on the end, isn't it? So charm. Fabulous. Can we change charmer into farmer? So again, it's going to be the same as charmer, but instead of a ch, it's going to have a f at the beginning, isn't it? Can we change farmer into farm? Easy peasy. Just knock off the don't you? And I think you can see it. We can make full circle. What do we need to do? Get rid of the f, and we'll be left with arm. Fabulous. Well done. Why don't you play full circle with some other sounds too?